Hey guys, it's Cole, and the Final Fantasy XVI Collaboration Event has finally landed, and this is an amazing event with such good rewards, and I really did like the gameplay loop of it. We have a lot to unpack here, so let's start off with the rewards. First reward we're going to be talking about is going to be the Torgal Pup Minion, which is just so freaking cute in game. The way that it walks, just the way that it's animated, it is so good. It is like this cute gray blob of perfection. Now, this is going to be basically comparable to the amazing Drippy, and I love Drippy. You know how much I love Drippy. Torgal Pup and Drippy are just going to be like just forever together. I just am so happy with it. This minion is amazing. Also, like the attention to details, like you can see the 3 dots on its left side leg. Like this minion is so good. So much attention to detail. I love it. As for the flavor text, it says, according to the Wandering Minstrel, the beast who appeared to aid the stranded Clive was a guiding spirit born of its master's memory. So impressed was the ever-insightful musician by this creature that he decided to recreate a young version of it, which, despite its diminutive size, already possesses the indomitable spirit of the fine hound it will one day become. And then if you hover over the tooltip, it says, summon your Torgal Pup Minion. Go on. What could... You know you want to pet the adorable fellow. What could possibly go wrong? Torgal the good boy. Next up is the mount that might be doomed to be my mount forever, which is Torgal himself. And I absolutely love the attention to detail in this mount because like the fur is just so beautifully well done. I just love the color gradient too because you can see like the flicks of like the brown fur in with the gray and stuff. Like the level of detail here is truly just beautiful for this game. I really think that they pulled out all the stunts. Like the eyes also are just gorgeous, just this gorgeous brown. You can see like the whiskers and everything. It's truly a beautiful wolf mount. Even like the brace on his front left paw, and then like, oh, everything about this mount is just amazing. I should also another mention the detail because I mentioned it with the pet. Like he has the 3 dots on the left leg, the left hind leg, just out of this world, breathtakingly beautiful. Fur is top notch. The animation for his run is top notch. I am absolutely in love with this mount. It is so freaking amazing. Like, I've got to stop myself from fangirling. It is just perfect. I am so happy with it. This might just be like my forever mount. I am such a big fan of it. Like, this is right up there with the Shadowbringer's Land Waffle mount. This is so well done. Now, the third reward that you get from the quest, but this is not the final thing that you get from this event, is going to be the median armor, which is Clive's armor, which is this breathtakingly beautiful leather set, and it is dyeable, although keep in mind that going into Dawn Trail we are looking at the 2 dye channels. So what we can dye right now in Endwalker before Dawn Trail is going to be the red part, so you could say make them white if you want to, or whatever color obviously that you want, but the like blackened parts, like the armored parts, I'm pretty sure is what is going to be a real big candidate for that second dye channel. Now, speaking of the detail of the armor, you can wear a necklace underneath. Like you can see that right now I have that adventurer's necklace, which I think goes pretty well with it. I should probably change the dye color a little bit if I want to go with that. The detail in like the leather for like the pants, like it's fantastic. Let's start with the boots. Actually, let's start from the bottom and go up. Like this armor plating look is so freaking sweet, and I know that I've said it before on this channel probably too many times. I am a complete sucker for getting armor on my healers, and seeing this appropriate like leather to armor ratio, which at least in my opinion, is so good. It has, I believe, like this crest. I should tell you guys I've never played through 16, so this might mean something to you guys, but I'm just a PC player, so I haven't played it yet. I want to though. But that armor boots goes into this beautiful leather pants, which has a sword on the side of it. I'm going to make sure when I'm recording this footage to show it. I mean, it's like a small sword. I don't want to call it a dagger, but it's like a shorter sword. And then obviously like the leather goes very nicely around, I mean, regions that, I mean, everyone in the roleplay world knows. It has beautiful bags on the side and back of it that goes behind the cape. Again, attention to detail is so on point with this, especially given that there's a cape behind. In terms of like the gloves and the top, again with the gloves we're seeing that consistency with the boots, which has that beautiful scaled like gloves on it. We're seeing the leather between the scaled armor pieces, and again, like, you can change that dye color if you aren't a big fan of the like leathery brown. And then you can see like the chainmail underneath, and then it goes into this incredibly beautiful cape. And like, you can even see the straps across the chest, which even on my Rothguard just looks stunning. You have the metal like decals, you have like the like straps going around, like that like belt strap around like the right arm. You have like the layering is so beautiful on this set, and I'm kind of just like, this is beautiful, because it's like you have the scaled armor that goes into the chainmail, that goes into the cloth, that goes into like that cape. And even when you're looking at the metal pieces, like if you look at the right arm, you can see the scaled arm has like that elbow piece that goes a little bit higher into another black piece, and then into a silver piece, which is all overlapped on the chainmail, which has that belt strap. Like, the attention to detail on this is just breathtaking. Also, yes, I'm gonna zoom in on like the buttons during some time of this footage, and like, you can literally see through those buttonholes. Like, if you like turn and pivot your camera, you can literally see through them. Again, like, they could have just textured over that and not like made it a fake one. It is so good. And then like, you have the cape looking from behind, which I guess a lot of us will. It looks so good. And then you get that belt going around the back to the oh my god, this is actually one of my favorite armor sets, and I'm not even kidding you. This is so good, and I just love the textures, and truly beautiful set. And there are no helmets, so I don't need to worry about Rothguards not using helmets. And then the final reward is going to be a ton, and I mean a ton, of Final Fantasy 16 OST Orchestrion rolls. There are so many here, guys, and this is why I always say stock up during the Moogle Tome events on those MGP Platinum cards if you can, because I popped through so many of them and I just bought up the entire set. The songs, the OSTs, even though I haven't played the game because I'm waiting for it on PC, it is just top-notch songs. Like, I have been listening to this OST for months. Truly such a good OST. Now, as for the event starting location, you are going to be going to Ul'dah, the Steppes of Nuld, and it's just in front of the like guild, the Immortal Flames, and it is going to be at coordinates of X of 9 and Y of 10. And then you're going to be able to talk to the NPC there and get started. This is going to follow a series of quests I'm not going to spoil here, which is eventually going to lead you into one of the best event fights that I've ever had, because they added new actions, and I am going to do a separate video where I totally fangirl over them. The actions to like dodge and like go in there are so rewarding to feel, and especially because like I guess I'm playing on Scholar, I don't have that ability, but I really love this dodge action so much. But basically, you're going to be fighting Ifrit, and through the fight of Ifrit, you have these two actions. One of them is just to do more damage, and then the other is to basically, like, you time it, and then you time a dodge, and then you get to go in and do a little bit bursty damage, which is super rewarding. I have so many compliments about this ability, it feels amazing to use. But with that, I know that we're getting a little bit long in this video. I know a lot of people like the videos a little bit more condensed, but this has to be one of my truly honest to goodness favorite events that we've ever had added to this game. The gameplay loop with Ifrit feels amazing. I really hope in Dawntrail we see more about like that kind of ability. Someone was saying Viper might have something like that. If it does, that would be so cool. I'm such a fan of this. It's just such a cool mechanic, and especially when you add it to like the PAX recent news information that we got, that they're going to be looking at adding different mechanics to fights that we haven't seen. It is like so good. I'm such a fan. And in terms of this event, it does also pass the you can pet the dog test, so it is so good. But with that, I'm going to close off this video. Guys, do not ignore this event. It is so good. The rewards are so good. The music is incredible. Like, if you can like grind out MGP or you have the MGP cards, totally worth it. It is so good. And yeah, with that, I'm going to close off this video. I hope everyone is having an absolutely beautiful day, and I'm hoping to catch you in the next one. Now, I have gotten a lot of DMs about this, so I'm just going to lightly mention it. I'm 100% going to start doing more content. Life has been really challenging in a lot of ways that I don't want to get into too deep here, but I 100% am starting to like get back onto the content thing. I've been investing a ton of time into a project that I'm hoping to talk about more later, but until then, I'm going to be signing off, and I hope that you all have an absolutely amazing day, and definitely check out this event.